Hey guys, Jeff Whittle here from Shotgun Nation. Thanks so much for coming back down to the channel. Today I've got the Diablo 12 gauge double barrel black powder pistol. This is from American Guncraft. You can go to americanguncraft.com and look at more of their products. Cool thing about these is they ship straight to your house. I've covered this in a video in the past, but this is non-regulated by the ATF, no background checks, no gun stores, just, you know, online, straight to your house. Very cool. Today we're talking about improvised ammunition. Obviously we know it's a short range device. We're going to be testing out a lot of these silly ammunitions that I've got. We've got all sorts of stuff, random washers and nuts. We've got forks. We've got some pieces of my projects from gunsmithing school. This was a barrel project, so those were the right size. Old casings, BBs. I mean, I probably could have skipped those, I guess. So money, beans and rice, gummy bears, sockets that fit. We got some chopsticks, leftover Easter candy. Of course, we can't do this without some nails, some screws. Oh, I got some essential oils. Sorry, honey, I found these and I thought, man, those just might fit in the barrel. So we grabbed an assortment of those. So essential oils may actually save your life. I think it'll be kind of exciting to see what they do. A little bit of a penetration test going on today. So I've got the paper set up so you can see exactly where everything hits. But then behind it, I've got a thicker piece of packing blanket and then cardboard. Not a lot of ballistics testing, but we're able to tell the difference between this 12 gauge round ball that I've got loaded with about 75 grains of black powder and be able to compare those for the rest of the videos. So anyway, this is the last of my actual ammunition 12 gauge round ball. Here we go. Get away from my toilet paper! All right, man, so that's it, 12 gauge round ball. Let's go check this out, see what it looks like on the backside. All right, well, obviously the 12 gauge round ball went all the way through the target, so we'll see if we can get any other results like that today. I got a few of these that are kind of time sensitive because of the heat out here, so we're gonna go with the Easter candy, the leftover Easter candy first. We've got some gobstoppers going on here. We're gonna dump them down. You can't have Easter candy without one of the golden wrapped chocolate eggs, and it fits ever so perfectly down in the hole. Easter candy, saving your life in 3, 2, 1. Woo! Let's go check that out. All right, so I marked all the holes from the last shot before that, so everything else you see here is all from what we just shot. Looks like a piece of chocolate right there. I imagine most of this, yeah, there's chocolate all over the paper. Well, that would actually hit the cloth pretty hard. Let's see what's in there. That's a piece of chocolate, so we got chocolate penetrating this. But anyway, let's go to the other side. See if we happen to smash through any wood anywhere. Yeah, it looks like we've caught pieces here. We've caught all the pieces here. I see no damage to the wood. I think we should move on and see what else we have to offer. Okay, well that was interesting, but not devastating. It was maybe some chopsticks. So we've got 3 different sets of chopsticks. I had to break one of them in half just to fill up the barrel a little bit more evenly there. So we're gonna put a primer inside. We're gonna put our hearing protection in. We're gonna step back. We're gonna let it rip. Here we go, chopsticks. Well, that's pretty interesting. Let's go check this out. We got some good penetration on that one. Just happened to line up right. Got a lot of them going sideways. That one might have made a little bit of penetration. We'll go look on the back side here in just a second. But as you can see, all these holes that are not marked is new damage. Big amount of damage here. That might not feel too good. However, I just don't know how lethal that might be. Coming over here to the back side. Yeah, it looks like that one went all the way through. Lots of damage to the cardboard back here. I see pieces actually that made it all the way through. However, as far as the wood goes, I've not seen any places that it would cause more damage than what it did. So anyway, that's chopsticks. Let's move on. All right, guys. So somebody mentioned essential oils because apparently they're saving lives these days. From the essential oils that I could pull out of my wife's stash. Sorry, Whitney. Only one of them appears that will save your life. The peppermint and the frankincense does not fit in the barrel, so I don't see how that could ever possibly help you. However, the juniper fits directly down into the barrel, and we're going to see what kind of damage that might cause. So here we go. Essential oils could save your life. Smells great. Well, kind of not surprised. That jar weighed maybe a gram. So, all right, well, that is what that is. Let's move on. We've got some 45 spent shells here. Same 75 grains of powder. Let's load it up and see how it shoots. There is literally no penetration anywhere on this, it doesn't look like. A couple spots right here. Didn't even hit the paper. Don't use spent 45 casings. Those are kind of worthless. All right, guys, so up next we've got a tiny collection of washers and nuts. Just kind of a variety of stuff. I think this all fits in here. Let me test out this one. Okay, that one's going to be too big, but the rest of these are definitely going to fit down in there. Here we go. Woo! That one looks like it might have done a little bit of damage. So let's go check that out. All right, so what we got here is all new imprints from all new ammunition. So every single thing you see here, that's a pretty decent spread for this close. And a lot of those nuts were pretty heavy. So lots of penetration here. Let's go check out the backside. A lot more going on right here. We caught a few of the washers, it feels like. There's a nut. Lots of stuff actually went through. Here's one that's stuck in the cardboard. So yeah, actually that seems like a pretty decent load. In a pinch. Let's move on. All right, well, that 75 grain seems to be packing a pretty decent punch. Gonna move on to a spark plug here. I think here we go, guys. All right, let's go check that out. Pretty sure this is it right here. And it did go all the way through. Didn't hit any wood on the way out the backside. That is a pretty significant hole, though. It's a pretty devastating round, also. All right, guys, one of the other ones in the comment section was sockets. So I've got a couple of them here that are going to fit in my barrel. So I'm going to actually load two of them on top of each other. This is a 13 millimeter and a 12 millimeter. And let's go check it out. All right, guys, as you can see, some very decent accuracy right here. We've got 1, 2, 3 spots. Obviously, one of these is probably the wad. This is going to be your wad hitting right here. This is where the 2 sockets went through. I filled wood on the other side of that one. Ooh, and this one. Let's go check it out on the back side. All right, so right here is definitely a good penetration. Make sure you guys can see that. Yep, there it is. So that first 12 gauge round ball went through right here. So this one went through here. Very impressive with those sockets. Up next, we have a AA battery loaded up in here. Looks like we might have hit wood. Let's go see if we went all the way through. All right, so I'm aiming here every time. This one went over here a little bit to the left. We did hit wood on the back. Let's go check it out. Yeah, so right here, as you can see, a lot of damage. Took out a lot. Might be a pretty decent round also, especially if that's all you got, guys. Here's a suggestion by a guy called Jason Conley. He's a good member in our group. If you guys haven't joined our group, Shotgun Nation, on Facebook, I recommend you come check it out. We got a lot of stupid stuff going on. Yeah, these seems pretty loosely stacked in here, so I think it'll be kind of safe to shoot. Kinda. But this should be some good comedy, guys. So thank you, Jason Conley, for the suggestion. And here we go. Forks. Forks. Well, that's silly, but I kind of got the result I had hoped for. Let's check this out. So I love how earlier the chopstick stuck straight into the wall, but we've also got a fork that did as well. Not sure what he's stuck in. We'll check him out in a second. Lots of new damage right here in the center. Surprisingly, those forks, I believe, all came out pretty freaking accurately. I don't know how many hit this, but we've got one right here, and I don't see any other new damage to the paper. So let's go through on the other side and see what we can see if this fork has done. Yeah, so he stuck himself through. I don't see any forks sitting on the back side back here. So forks, sure, I guess, if that's what you got. Next couple of shots we do are going to be screws and nails. The first one, I believe these are roofing nails. It's got the little rubber gasket on it there. And let's see what kind of damage we get out of these types of nails. let's go over here and see what happened. We did get a penetration here. Looks like we got a nail that went through right here also. I've had one hit right here as well. So 3, that might have been the other one right here. So let's check around the backside. I don't see any damage to the wood. I don't even think we hit the wood, honestly. Oh yeah, no, we hit right here on the other side of the wood. No damage whatsoever. So I don't know about those nails, guys. I think so far the essential oils might be better than that. A little underwhelming with the nails there. I've got some smaller screws. These are metal screws. Let's see how these perform at this distance. Yeah, I'd probably trust those a little bit more. Let's go see what the damage looks like up close. We got marks all over this paper. Probably a new few marks out here as well. So pretty widespread all over the target here. Let's go around back, see if we can find any new damage to the wood. Right here, took out a little hunk of wood. Sorry about the focus, guys. Let me get in here. A little piece of wood there. Go around the back side. All right, yeah, we got one screw stuck into the wood. Stuck in there enough that I can't get it out. So that's pretty decent. Yeah, I would definitely grab those in a pinch. Okay, and for the last of the nails, you've got super small finishing nails here. I'm gonna load them up, see how they perform. Whew. That's a hell of a pattern right there. That'd probably be pretty good for some bird or squirrel hunting, honestly. Let's get down there and see what it looks like. All right, guys, so we've got full coverage. You can see every single one of them seems like they probably hit sideways. We got a couple of them that looks like they went through. Pinpointed. We're filling the wood back here. Looks like I've got one right here probably stuck in the wood behind this. Yeah, really good coverage. I know what you're saying, penetration's probably an important thing here, Jeff. However, depending on what you're working a load up for, you know, it's not just about home defense today, you know, it's about hunting. I've showed you in the past you can actually hunt with these things up to probably 10 yards, 7 to 10 yards. So in a pinch, those might work out pretty good. I was really hoping to see a lot more of these actually flying straight into it. Maybe if I gave it some more distance, we might see that. Perhaps I'll try it again before we get done today. But let's go check out the back side of the target. Obviously, I don't think we're going to see much damage. Wow, it seems like they all went through the cardboard, though. So through the paper and through the cardboard. So that's definitely going to cause some bodily damage. But guys, I mean, you'd be better off with birdshot, I think, at that point in time. So we've got a couple more smaller items before we move on to the big boys. So this is a stack of dimes. I wanted to point out quarters, nickels, even pennies won't fit into this thing. So dimes is about the biggest diameter you're going to get into it. I'm going to try to drop them in nice and neat in the stack here. So let's see what a stack of dimes are going to do. Wow. Well, guys, it looks like they all stuck together and acted just like a slug. Keep in mind, I didn't tape those together at all. You saw me, I just dropped them in there. That's pretty devastating, so I can't wait to get over here and check this out. I wish I'd hit. All right, guys, well, it's pretty hopeful that I hit the wood on the other side. We're right here in the middle of this beam. I mean, not another dime anywhere else. That is pretty badass, in my opinion. It felt like a slug when I shot it, that's for sure. So that was a stack of about 10 dimes. Yeah, and as you can see here, guys, we've just caused some brand new damage. So that was pretty amazing. I honestly didn't expect that because dimes aren't too heavy. I think I had probably about $1's worth of them stacked up there. So very impressive. Stacks of dimes, saving your life. All right, guys. So just a couple silly ones before we move on to the big guys. Somebody mentioned gummy bears. You've seen these done in the past in other videos, but you know, I got kids. I got gummy bears. You guys asked for it. Ask and you shall receive. So here we go. It's actually a pretty decent smelling smoke out of it. Let's walk up to the target and check out what's going on. All right, guys, so here we are. A couple marks here that I see. I'm assuming these are possibly the wad. It went all the way through, whatever it was. That one hit wood, did no damage to it. Guys, here we go. So down here, I pulled this out of the back. We have a gummy bear, slightly residued. Sure that's safe to eat, right? All right, well, let's check out the backside. Yeah, I don't see too much new. That's that chocolate from earlier. That's it. Yep. So, believe it or not, I probably wouldn't recommend gummy bears. I know, I had my hopes up too. All right, well, I mentioned we're using items around the house, things that we can find in high commodity right now during the quarantine. Lots and lots and lots of rice and beans around for some of us. So since these are so abundant, why not use these as a viable source of ammunition? So let's get this thing loaded up here. Double out bean shot. All right, let's see if the bad guy likes beans and rice for dinner. What do you say? Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, it looks like we had more rice hit the target than beans. Let's walk up here real quick and check this out. All right, so lots of rice everywhere. Don't see too many beans. That might be a bean. Yeah, man, there's a piece of bean right there. They were all over the place. Rice and beans, guys. I know we got a lot of it, but I'm not recommending it unless it's for dinner. So anyway, moving on. All right, so here's one. It's a nut and bolt set. Kind of set up just like this. Just gonna drop them in here. Shot card on top. Definitely a rudimentary design. Took a second to put that together. I mean, literally just a second, but I think I could still consider that to be a quick improvised round. So let's see if it's accurate, whatever, at this range. Whew. Dadgum. You get into those heavier loads with those high pressures of powder, and you really feel that. Felt good though. I bet we did some damage to the wood behind that. Let's go check it out. Wow, definitely caused some damage. I mean, I wouldn't want to be hit by that, not by any means. All right, guys, up next I've got 3 different barrel crown projects. Essentially what these are is just faux mock barrel tops, and then we had to do barrel crown cuts on them. But they're different lengths, 3 different sizes here, so we're going to shoot all 3 of these out and see if this would work out in a situation like this. These are all steel, good and heavy, and let's see what they do. Whoa, wow! Yeah! That was literally probably the most powerful shot I've ever shot out of this thing to date. And man, I would really hate to be on that side of it. If my hand feels like that, it's gotta really suck for that guy. So we got another piece about the same size. This one's round. Got 50 grains this time instead of 75 grains. Because I kind of wanted to make it through the rest of the video and not have to call it quits before it's done. Okay. For your viewing pleasure. Whew. Well, that one felt a lot better. Went off course and keyholed a little bit. It could have been from my my scared stance that I had going on there. Let's go check this out. Yeah, so right here, flew up and to the left from where I was aiming. But you know, like I said, I might have pulled that, guys. I'm pretty sure it still sucked to be that guy. Yeah, big steel rod's pretty devastating. You know, if anybody doubted that one or not. Okay, and here we go with the last of the barrel crown projects. So remember, this one's quite a bit longer. It actually barely fit in the barrel. But we've got a little shot card over the top of it there, as you can see. Let's see what this does. God dang it. All right, well, probably could have backed down to 30 or 25 grains. So, yeah, let's go check that one out. Okay, so we had another keyhole. We hit directly into the wood. Let's go around the back and see if that had enough momentum to go all the way through. All right, indeed it did. Right here, looks like it broke through, probably hit flat, and then tumbled out the top of it this way. And also straight on until Neverland. So yeah, absolutely devastating rounds. Yep, I remembered somebody suggested one more idea, taking the empty primers that I just used in all of these tests and load those things up and let's see what they do. So we'll go ahead and do that also. All right, so as far as accuracy goes, you know, the pattern is all right here, a couple up top. Not a bad pattern, really. However, you know, those are primers. I don't know if we got through even the cloth. Let's check out the back side. We've definitely got through the cloth. We've definitely got through a lot of the cardboard. So yeah, in a pinch, aim for the eyes, right? Well, guys, as you can see, you get some pretty devastating results out of some of these, some pretty laughable results out of the other ones. So, but definitely lots of options in a pinch. Lots of things I would never want to be hit with. I mean, even those little nails, even as inefficient as those were, I'm pretty sure that in a 5-foot distance, I'm not going to be too happy on the other end of that. So again, just such a great, cool product from American Guncraft, the Diablo. It's got a lot of practicality and function out there, as you've seen in the past videos. So I really hope to get out here and do a lot more testing with this thing and show you guys what you want. Enjoy it, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by at Shotgun Nation.